Good morning everyone, myself Akash Mitra. Today I have came with another video. Here I am going to explain and try to clear out the concept of string. Okay, let's get started. A character, suppose any choice within single inverted comma is a character, but when we take character string array whose data type is character, then it's a string, and it is a wrong choice. Rather than this, we do it in double inverted commas. Anything if you write means more than one character inside an array, character type array, then it's a string. Suppose string means if and this is a special character /0, which is which is an indicator of termination of string. When I will run the code, and it will be more clear what does it mean. Okay, so now let's run the code and check whether it is perfectly running or not. But at first, let me clear the things. This is my character type string. Here I have entered a string, and when you are scanning the string, you don't need to give an ampersand. This thing is the address operator. You don't need to give this when we are working with string. And then you are entering, and the conversion specifier for the string is %s. Okay, like for % integer, like for %a float. That's it. So let's run the code. Okay, enter a string. Suppose my name Akash, or suppose any name Tony Stark. You entered Ton, but why the string this part is not getting in? Yes, the reason behind is if you giving a sequential character like name, number, then if you give space or hit enter, then that this /n comes and termination of program occurs. Means if you give a white space, or if you press spacebar after sequential characters or press enter, then there is a termination of program. Instead of while using this scanf, means like ton then space star, at that space there is this special symbol occurred, and that's why our code get terminated and didn't search for Stark. That's it. So to get rid of this, we came with another function. This is the function, means character string, whatever you are entering, this f gets takes as an user input. And suppose I am giving again Tony. Let's run the code. Tony Stark, but each time is giving, it's that at this time it is considering this white space, not null, just a white space. But while I hitting the enter, then the termination of program occurs, means /n comes when I hit enter. Okay, then let's do this thing. Okay, means while giving, means while pressing enter, /n/0 comes, not in giving white space or pressing spacebar while we are working with this function to take user input in a form of string. Okay, So this is our std.in. Suppose whatever the user input in the form of string we are giving, all are stored in this stdin, means standard input, and that standard input tells this both those parameters, two parameters, that whatever the input is there, it will be stored. I am going to store this stdin is going to store in this str. So str need to allocate some specific space. Okay, this size of str, this stdin calls this parameter the size of str and says this much of space or allocation of memory necessary to store the string inside this string character type array. This is the way it works, and that's all. I hope it's clear. In my next video I'm going to explain this 2D array string which I have already written. 2D string means this is okay for now up to this much. But again I am saying this, like our user input is stored in the standard input and in the form of string. Then the standard input says this many sequential characters are there, so this much of allocated memory is necessary for this str array to store the data which the user has given. So for whatever the character I have given, on that basis it says here that, or call here to allocate this much of memory, and hence the whatever string I have given, that will be stored within that memory through this array. That's the funda. I hope it's clear. Thank you so much. Again I am running the code, like user name. Yes, it's working. Thank you.